Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. If you guys don't know who I am, my name is Divyanka and I'm a doctor of pharmacy here in the US. On this channel, I'm here to provide resources for both you and I to make sure we live our best and most productive life. Today's video is another deep dive of the functional areas that a PharmD can go into after graduation. A few weeks ago, I did an overview video of all the different functional areas, but of course that was just an overview video. So since then, we've been taking a deeper dive look into these different functional areas and learning more about them. So in today's video, we are talking about marketing. Yes, you heard me right. PharmDs can be in marketing within pharmaceutical companies. I think, of course, being in pharma as a PharmD is a non-traditional career path in and of itself, but even more so, so many people don't know you can go into marketing as a PharmD, and moreover, they don't know why you would do that and what you would do in that role, but there's so much space for someone like a PharmD in marketing. So let's talk about that today. But before we do that, let's take a step back. So based on the IPHO 2020-2021 fellowship analysis paper, there were about 63 open fellowship positions within marketing and or commercial, making it come at number 4 after medical affairs, regulatory affairs, and clinical development. As every other functional area, it is growing over time and there are more and more fellowships available within these functional areas. Now, okay, so what is marketing? Why would a pharma company want to be marketing? And then again, what is our role as a PharmD within marketing? So this is pretty self-explanatory, but the marketing department of a pharmaceutical company is of course responsible for marketing the drug and medical device products of that company. Who are you marketing it to? You're marketing it to everyone who would use that. So that is patients, they're your consumers, along with doctors and clinicians, the people who are going to be prescribing your product. You want to market to generally those two audiences to say that, hey, look, this is our drug, buy it, right? At the end of the day, a pharma company is a business. So just like every other company, they have to build their brand, they have to market their products, they have to market their brand. So you get the need of it. We get what a marketing department does within a pharma company. Now, why it's important to have the right people within marketing, not only with a marketing and brand background, but also a science background, is because again, pharma companies are healthcare companies. So whatever marketing collateral you're putting out there, you want to make sure that it's scientifically sound, legally sound, and then of course with correctly infused marketing and branding strategies. So a lot more goes into that marketing aspect than you might think in a pharma company. So who can work in the marketing department of a pharma company? Again, like every other department, you're going to see a slew of backgrounds, but here you're going to see more of that hybrid between business and science type of backgrounds. You might see people with business backgrounds, bachelor's degrees, master's degrees, with experience working in healthcare and other pharma companies, or you might see someone, again, like myself, like PharmDs that are just solely scientific kind of based, and again, would need to learn the brand and marketing side of it, or someone that kind of has the best of both worlds. So if you are someone who is a PharmD that kind of has a knack for business, if you've gotten your MBA, if you have other certifications of sorts, or if you have any other kind of science background put together with some kind of brand and marketing knowledge, would really be the ideal candidate for someone in marketing. So if you're working there, of course, expect to see that variety in background. And if you're wanting to get into marketing, and let's just say you only have a scientific background or a PharmD, then definitely make sure to, again, grasp the marketing and brand side of things, because that's really going to help your profile to fit into marketing better. So again, there are certifications, there's other classes, there's so much you can do to kind of gain that knowledge, but I kind of see that as the perfect hybrid role for someone, again, going into marketing. Why would you want to go into marketing as a PharmD or anyone? If you have an MD or any other scientific background, why would you want to go into marketing? Like I've kind of mentioned, I think this is the perfect department and role for someone who kind of already has that natural personality towards having that business knack. I think it's really important to understand the pharma company as a business, understand marketing principles, understand what goes into actually marketing and developing a brand. And with that experience, it's very easy to then put that with your scientific background to again help a marketing team. If that is something that interests you, being a little more creative in your role, not only looking at the science, but looking at the science in lieu of other things, making sure that the science is correct, but that other strategies are in place too, again, kind of with that more critical, creative thinking, then this might be something that you could be interested in. Again, I know people who have gone into marketing as a PharmD, and it is so much different than any other department, and I think people don't think about it as much in terms of something that you can go into. Again, I think you have to be a little purposeful about wanting to get into marketing, making sure your resume is kind of tailored to fit that, but I do find it very interesting. You guys can tell I'm a very creative person, so that's kind of why I initially thought maybe I should go into marketing. I think that's cool, being able to take your science background, have that in the back of your head, understand the science of it, and be able to implement that in something like marketing. Again, I think the need is there. So many pharma companies need this, are looking for this. So if you can really be that person, I think that's a very unique skill set to have. This is a great functional area for those who are good at communication. You're going to see a lot of consultant, analyst type of roles. And again, communication is really what goes good and well with those roles. Within marketing, you may be giving presentations to clients. I mean, within marketing, presentations are generally normal anyway. So again, communication is not only key in pharma, but specifically within marketing. So if you have good communication skills and you have a science background and have a knack for business, then this again could possibly be a really good place for you. Again, it's a really non-traditional route to any scientific background. So if you have that skill set, it could really make you marketable in terms of just, again, your skills and your resume in making you a competitive candidate. But also, think about this role. Like, now that you're watching this video, you know of this, actually give it a thought, because again, I don't think enough PharmDs and people with science backgrounds give it enough thought. And I think that there's a lot of opportunity and ways to be creative within that role that you don't traditionally get in other departments within a pharma industry, and definitely not within any other type of pharmacy role. And of course, if you again have a natural inkling or have the knowledge of understanding the pharma business, again, it is a business that is really going to help you be successful in a department like marketing. Being able to understand the business, the goals of the business, implementing them towards your consumers and your doctors to sell your product. And again, all the while using your technical skills, communication skills, scientific skills, etc. All of that is really important. So all of that is kind of what goes into it. Again, if you're interested in any of those things or all of those things preferably, this is a really good place for you. So I've kind of alluded to this, but what are the types of positions that you're going to see? So entry level, kind of associate, senior associate, analyst, consultant, those are the types of roles you're going to see. Again, because it's in marketing and commercial, you might see some titles that are kind of away from science and more like a normal business route, because that's kind of the hybrid. But again, then after those roles, you're going to see your typical manager, senior manager, director, the normal hierarchy. So overall, I think marketing is a really, really good space for PharmDs to go into. I think it requires a special knack. I think you need special skills, and so that's something that you kind of have to be purposeful about, especially coming from a PharmD background. We get maybe one macroeconomics class and maybe one other financial type business class, but nothing really, right? So you're gonna have to take the time out to either learn that, get some certification, do a master's, something to be able to make yourself a competitive candidate for that. But I think it's a really unique space for PharmDs to be in. It's a good use of science and creativity, and it really is interesting. Like, maybe one day I'll go down marketing for a little bit, but I really do think it's interesting and a really, really good space to be in. And as you can see, in my opinion, pretty underutilized as a whole functional area for PharmDs. So again, do more research. I know there's not that much information out there on this because, again, PharmDs are just getting into it, but I do know people who have gotten into marketing as PharmDs and they absolutely love what they do. So again, if any of this really intrigued you, be sure to look into it. Last two things, if you guys found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps with the YouTube algorithm to help push this video out to others who might need it. Lastly, if you guys are interested in the hoodie that I'm wearing or any other merch that I may have, I have this design and many other designs in kind of any color that you would like, in all different types of apparel, so short sleeve t-shirts, long sleeve t-shirts, hoodies, crew neck sweatshirts, all of that good stuff. So if you guys are interested in that, the link is down in the description bar below. That is it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, if you have any follow-up questions, feel free to email me or leave a comment down below. Thank you for sticking around. That is a wrap for this video, and as always, you guys will see me in the next one.